Hello everyone, this is the Leech, bringing you a cast today from the Go4 SC2 Cup, the most recent one, between the blue Terran here in the bottom left of Xel'Naga Caverns, Cloud, who is sponsored by Meet Your Makers. He is a very talented player, of course. I say that about everyone, and most of the times the players I'm going to cast are going to be talented people. But anyways, to talk about some of the things that he has. One, he's won the Heat Invitational 2011, where he had to beat TLO, which was a very solid win for him. And he's won a lot of Go4 SC2 Cups as well, and has played against a lot of solid players and pulled out victories. So really a great player. Hasn't been in any huge tournaments yet that I know of, and none that he's done super successful in at least. His opponent, though, will be the pink Zerg in the top right corner of Xel'Naga Caverns, Stephano. Stephano is a part of Team Millennium, and he also has not taken home any major winnings yet, but he also has been the champion of a few Go4 SC2 Cups. So both these players vying to beat each other here in this current Go4 SC2 Cup. I have such a difficult time saying that, so enjoy it, I suppose. I just got off work and I'm feeling pretty good, so I'm going to stay up a little bit and cast this best of 3 for you guys. You can see that Cloud is laying down a barracks on the low ground here, and Stephano is actually able to kill the SCV that was building it. So this is possibly an indication that Cloud is going to be fast expanding, as this does give him a little natural wall here to defend against. It was scouted though by Stephano, so we'll see how he decides to react, and Stephano bringing his drone back in here and also laying down his hatchery. So I did just get off work. Had a very funny conversation even with one of my coworkers last night. She was talking about how tired she was, and she was trying to find a way to compare, because she had apparently done a lot of gardening the day before. Yes, I don't know why we had this conversation, but anyways, she was discussing how tired she was, and she goes, "I feel like I just played a game of flag football." I thought that was the most strange thing in the world, and she was upset at me because I thought that it was absurd that she would compare her tiredness to a game of flag football. Not normal football, no, flag football. So anyways, quite hilarious, if I may say so myself. I asked her why it couldn't just be regular football, and she explained that she didn't feel like beat up or anything like that, she's just tired. I'm like, okay, well, whatever makes you feel happy. So here comes the expansion down from Cloud right now at his natural, not bothering to start it in the main and float it down. Also the spawning pool about to finish up now for Stephano here. No gas yet for him. There is no gas also for Cloud. So both players going gasless build so far, getting their fast expands up. Stephano's is going to be finished a lot earlier than Cloud's, but that's very normal. Terran can't force theirs to be too terribly early here. First, or actually 2 queens coming out for Stephano even at the same time. It's very Italian name. I might have a little difficulty saying that. And 2 refineries here coming down at the same time for Cloud. Overlord starting to get in position here for Stephano. He is going to see this expansion being thrown down here, so he knows what's going on. And we'll see a spine crawler coming out for him. So kind of an interesting choice. He saw the expansion there. He has to know that not too much can be coming out of Cloud right now. But I guess better safe than sorry. So here comes up the spine crawler as the command center is about to finish here for Cloud, and hopefully he will. Yep, he starts setting down his workers at the perfect timing, of course, and they will start mining right as this command center finishes, and he will instantly morph it into an orbital command. Some Zerglings here finishing off this scouting SCV. These Marines here will probably get a kill on it. Yep, they kill 1 Zergling. Poor Zergling, but they're so cheap and so easy to replace. There's lots of drones coming out right now for Stephano. 6 on the way right now as that orbital command is about to finish up for Cloud. And Cloud is actually getting 2 factories at the same time here. So we'll see what he decides to go with here. Could see Blue Flame Hellions, could be Siege Tanks, Thors. Who knows? Who knows? Speed for the Zerglings coming down right now as this gas was taken by Stephano. So Stephano still sitting on 1 gas. Not stopping the mining after he got 100, because he's getting ready to the point where he needs to tech up here soon. Zergling here controlling the watchtower for Stephano, and it's always good. I always like to try and control the one that's closest to my opponent's base, just because you can see the army moving out a lot earlier, as long as they don't skirt around this path down here. So just kind of pray and hope that they don't do that so you can get that site. Tech Lab coming down on 1 factory here, and the other factory will be pumping out a Hellion. So there we go, some Hellions and 2 Hellions actually, with the Blue Flame upgrade coming. So there's the answer to our question. We will see Blue Flame Hellions, more drones coming out right now for Stephano, as well as looks like another spine crawler at this location here. Starting to break down the rocks with this spine crawler and queen. So good move by him, to move that spine crawler over a little bit and start putting it to use, since he knows there's no pressure coming right now. Since he does have control of this watchtower, he could always move it back and get it into a better position if he needed to. Also, very nice creep spread here started by Stephano. Really getting aggressive with it, and I like that because it's not as easy for a Terran to take out creep as it is for, say, a Protoss or even a Zerg. The Zerg, of course, don't worry about taking down creep because it helps them, but for the other for Protoss, it's a lot easier for them to just grab an observer and go ahead and start taking that out. Armory also coming down right now for Cloud here behind the mineral line, and a Baneling Nest and Layer Tech almost being finished here for Stephano. See where that Baneling Nest is, right here in the back, as well as an Evolution Chamber. Stim being started for Cloud. More Hellions finishing out here, and if we take a look at our units tab, we're going to see 6 Hellions even. So 6 Hellions gonna start pushing out here, and that blue flame is gonna finish her any second, so a lot of damage could be done here. Spire though being started for Stephano, and Stephano does not know that it's blue flame yet. He can probably safely assume that it's gonna be blue flame, but that Zergling only saw the red flame, so oh, there's the blue flame now, so it has been given away. We'll see how much damage Cloud can do with these, or if he decides to even commit to do damage. He's going to come down here and check the third expansion, make sure nothing crazy is going on. There's 18 Zerglings on the way out for Stephano right now, and a third command center coming down right now for Cloud. So looking to take the early economic advantage here, and Cloud is just searching all over the map to make sure that there is no third base coming out for Stephano. 5 Banelings on the way, with Baneling speed coming down as well. Spire about to finish up, and 2 Thors being pumped out right now by Cloud. So he knows the Spire is probably coming here soon, and he wants to have those out in time to take down any Mutalisk harass that could possibly come. And here come the Hellions now, actually pushing onto the creep. We'll see if they decide to stay here. Nope, they don't like the creep so much. The creep can be a scary place for a Hellion. Once those speedlings are out, possible surrounds with Banelings can be a very scary thing. Baneling speed, we can see, is about halfway done, and more Zerglings being pumped out right now for Stephano. Just Mass Marines and Thors, and looks like Siege Mode now coming down for Cloud. Taking a look at his base, this command center is about to finish. He does have a bunker at the front that is not currently full. Another hatchery is coming down now for Stephano as a macro hatch in front of his natural. And we do see this large group of Banelings here ready to try and prevent any crazy attacks that come in. There's one Hellion here at the tower, but Cloud is going to have a quick reaction time and get that away. Lots of Blue Flame Hellions now moving up, knowing there's some Zerglings there and knowing they could demolish them. There's 4 Mutalisks on the way right now, and another hatchery's been started at the 3rd location for Stephano here, so he can start that mining ASAP. Also Zerg Ground Carapace being researched as well. Baneling speed is about to finish up, and Siege Mode about to finish up as well. 2 Siege Tanks being pumped out at a time, and 2 Engineering Base just finishing up now for Cloud. Cloud landing at this gold base here very shortly, so Cloud will have the advantage of the income, as this 3rd is not even halfway finished for Stephano, and Cloud is going to be taking the gold. Mutalisk, though, chasing after these Hellions. We'll see. No, the Marines are not going to be able to attack, but the Thors get some hits off. That's going to scare the Mutalisks away big time there. Planetary Fortress here coming down at the gold base, so good move by Cloud, being very safe, making sure that he's not going to lose the base unnecessarily. Lots of Zerglings roasted there. Mutalisks, though, scaring back the Hellions. Level 1 ground armor and level 1 attack coming up for Cloud at the same time. Planetary Fortress about halfway finished. More Siege Tanks coming out, more Mutalisks coming out, and that 3rd hatchery is about to finish here for Stephano. I keep wanting to call him Cloud, and I apologize if I do that. More barracks here coming down for Cloud, making sure that he's going to be able to keep up with his macro and use those minerals that he has in excess right now. Stephano's looking a little high on the minerals right now. It's sitting at about 500 on average with about 200 gas, so we'll see if he's going to start using that, possibly for more Mutalisks. Lots of Zerglings on the way right now, and Zerg melee attacks level 1 is on the way. 2 more Siege Tanks coming out at a time here, and reactors coming down on barracks to make sure that he can keep up this Marine production here. More Thors and Siege Tanks coming out, and look, he has the awesome Thors. Yes, the StarCraft 2 Collector's Edition Thors. Little fight going on here. Mutalisk going to be taking down a lot of Hellions if given the chance, and yes they are, and down go the Hellions. Hellions are very quick though, but there is a nice grip of Mutalisks running around the map, and they are very fast units. Thor now coming up to help control the Xel'Naga Watchtower, and look at how freaking awesome that Thor is. Just all the little pointy things coming off it, the stars all over the place. It just looks so cool. 4th base coming down right now for Stephano. This Hellion did scout it, and he's going to start shooting it. The Hellion is going to be lost to the Mutalisk, but Cloud gained the information that he needed there to know that was going down. So Mutits here, not trying to do too much harass, just kind of defending his bases here. And this planetary fortress is about halfway damaged, needs to be repaired back up. Here come the Mutalisks to see if they can do some damage at the gold base. There's no turrets here, so really he can kill a lot of SCVs, and he is going to drop quite a few. Marine Stim and Stephano backs away with taking barely any damage at all from those. Now missile turrets starting to come down from Cloud at this gold base, and Burrow is being researched by the Zerg, as well as Zerg Flyer attacks level 1, and that Zerg melee attacks level 1 is about to finish up. Also taking a 5th base here on the far left side of Xel'Naga Caverns. So very aggressive move by him. I like it. Just he knows if he's not being pressured, he can keep expanding and eventually win out the macro game. More factories and a starport coming down for Cloud right now, and Cloud looking like he's gearing up to do a push. He knows he needs to do something before all these expansions finish up, as the 5th base is about halfway done right now for the Zerg. 11 Marines coming out at a time. Burrow about to finish. Zerg Flyer attacks level 1 about to finish. And here comes a slow siege tank push here with lots of Marines, and they're probably going to be able to take out this base uncontested. What Stephano is probably doing here is just putting down 2 bases at the same time, and he knows that this army of Cloud is a very slow army besides the Marines. The siege tanks can't move up quickly. And here's Mutalisk Harass coming down. Big Muta Harass in the main, killing quite a few SCVs, killing some Marines, probably going to be able to do even more damage, but here comes a Thor, and it might scare them away. But if they magic box, they can actually drop this Thor, as it has no defense with him here. The 4th base of Stephano did go down. Another Thor pops out, and if Stephano can take out 2 Thors here for free, that's going to be huge. No, he's deciding to pull away. A lot of damaged Mutalisks here, and does not want to lose them unnecessarily. And here's the 5th or 4th base even of Stephano finished up. Thor getting a few more hits off and dropping quite a few Mutalisks. So if we take a look at the units lost tab right now, both players about even at around 3,000. Big Zerg army here though, with a lot of Zerglings, a lot of Banelings, and some Mutas. More Mutas on the way right now with about 8. And these Mutas are just we're gonna follow these around for a while to make sure that they don't do any too crazy harass that we miss. Slow push here coming up from Cloud again. This 4th base here is just slowly starting to be saturated. Only 1 drone at this location. And here comes a push, possibly from Stephano, if he really doesn't want to push into 3 siege tanks here, as all the Marines are behind him, and they will be able to survive quite a while. Zerg melee attacks level 2 on the way, and Stephano choosing to push anyways. He is going to kill a lot of units here. Pretty much everything by Cloud. There's more siege tanks here reinforcing, so Stephano is going to choose to pull back. He does have a lot of Mutas, still a lot of Zerglings and a lot of Banelings. More siege tanks coming out. Cloud moving over here to this 4th base to try and take it out, but it looks like, yes, Stephano is going to be able to hold that. Here comes another push, though, by Cloud. Cloud doesn't have too much siege tank cover, as they're all a little bit farther back here. Thor goes down, siege tanks going down, more Mutas moving in. All these tanks are going to go down, and this is a huge move by Stephano right now. He is very far ahead right now. Oh, losing 2 medevacs as well by Cloud. Cannot afford to lose any valuable units like that right now. We'll see what Stephano, if he decides to push a little bit farther, if he's just going to sit in place right now. Level 3 upgrades coming for Cloud right now. Attack and shields at the same time. Lots of Banelings morphing in for Stephano. If we take a look at the supply of both players, see Stephano is about 60 supply ahead right now. Stephano's just going to go in for the kill, and probably is going to get it. I don't see how Cloud can possibly hold this off. So many Banelings coming in, just exploding all over everything. They're going to come in to the mineral line here and kill a ton of SCVs. Mutas just killing off all the buildings around. Zerglings here doing mass damage surrounding the siege tank. Really, Cloud just needs to GG. He's about 60 supply behind still right now, almost 70 supply behind, and he has got no way that he's going to recover from this. There's the GG from Cloud. So very solid game from Stephano. Had some decent Muta harass there, nothing too crazy, but he did, knowing that Cloud was sitting back with a large mech army like that, he expanded in the 2 far locations, which is a very solid move to do as a Zerg player. You put up both those expansions, and really the Terran's only going to be able to kill 1 quickly, or it's going to split up his army too much, and half his army is going to drop to the Zerg army. So a very solid game by Stephano. We're going to move on to game 2 now between these 2 players. Thank you very much for watching.